Max, speaking of never tweet.
What, did someone else tweet something they shouldn't have tweeted?
Boy. So we had quite a day on the Twitter. Now, longtime fans of me will notice that I'm not on Twitter right now.
That's true. You're not. You're like you're doing the LeBron James playoff thing right now.
Just taking a Twitter sabbatical.
It's too important. What you're doing right now is too important to be distracted by Twitter.
I've got a lot of work. It's not like I have a lot of time to do it. And, it was getting a little negative for me. So I was like, I'm just going to take a break.
I will say
You guys go in the corner and chill out.
I will say this. Of all the coaches I have talked to so far, no one has noticed that you're
Nobody's
not on Twitter.
noticed. Be like, hey, is Tepper okay? He's not tweeted in
No one's brought it up yet.
So I had to find out about this through other sources, through like media reports and stuff like that.
Well, this is big enough that you'll find it pretty much everywhere.
So it starts, I believe, last night. Is that correct?
By the way, the least surprising revelation ever in recruiting.
So Tate Martell is a quarterback in Nevada, Las Vegas. He's
Bishop Gorman High.
Bishop Gorman. Big-time prospect.
Who will be coming to Texas to play Cedar Hill this year.
Yes, 5-star prospect. He is a big-time, he's a big-time prospect. And he's been committed to Texas A&M for like a year.
Yeah, and he has been rolling out that hype train.
Oh, man. He has been driving the A&M Twitter train.
Hop on board, y'all.
Harder than anybody else. He has been the rah Texas A&M. Everybody come play for the Aggies.
Yep.
Thing, and which is fine. I think that in recruiting, sometimes the best recruiters you have are the other kids. Are the other commits.
Lots of coaches will tell you that.
That if you think back to what Dalen Mack did at A&M, where he was like, "Hey, come on down." Malik Jefferson, when he was a longtime Texas commit, come on down to Austin. That can be a real good recruiting advantage because they're not limited in what they can say. Right. There are no restrictions on what they can tweet. So, Tate Martell has been rah Texas A&M, but in the past couple of months, we've seen signs of floundering. He went and took a visit to Ohio State. He took a couple more visits. And last night at about 10:30,
oh boy,
Tate Martell decommitted from Texas A&M. Now,
I'm stunned.
Stunned. First of all, you guys should know at this point from watching the show long enough that
verbal commitments, maybe.
I don't give a crap about a verbal commitment. It doesn't matter to me.
It means
nothing. It means as much as me saying I'm going to be the next president of the United States.
Yep.
I'm going to be the next president of the United States. I really mean it. So Tate Martell decommits. It happens. Guys change their mind. These are 17-year-old kids.
It's one guy.
It's a big guy because he was going to be the quarterback of the future for the Aggies, but he could still end up there.
And depending on who you believe, they tried to get him to enroll early this year.
Yes.
So he'd show up.
Yes.
Yeah.
But alas, he decommits. So that's fine. It happens all the time. It happens to every school ever. Every school in the nation has had a decommitment.
Yep.
And every school in the nation, I would say, maybe not this high profile, but have had a high profile decommitment. It's happened. It happens to everybody. Texas A&M wide receivers coach Aaron Moorhead didn't take it well. And he decided to go on a bit of a Twitter rant.
Yeah.
The most, I would say that the most damning tweet that he sent out. And these are what we in the Twitter business call subtweets.
Yes.
Okay? Now, a subtweet, for those, I can't believe we're having this conversation. So if I am talking to Max on Twitter, and I want to say something directly to Max, or I want to tag him in a tweet, I will go, hey, if I want to say Max Thompson smells, okay?
Yeah.
I would write, at Max Thompson smells.
So make sure I saw it.
So I would make sure it pops up on his feed. I'm saying it directly. That's as close to saying something directly to him as I can.
I smell fantastic, by the way.
Okay. If I wanted to subtweet Max, I would not tag him, and I would either say Max Thompson and just write it out, Max space Thompson smells, or
boy, some people smell.
Or I would say, man, you ever notice how how internet show producers really smell. I would say something like that. That's a difference between a subtweet and a regular, direct tweet, okay? So Aaron Moorhead decides to subtweet last night. It's since been deleted, but it says,
Don't worry, I have the text up.
"Scared for this next group of kids. There is no accountability and no sense of positivity when it comes to adversity. Hashtag selfish. Hashtag all about me." I've got a number of issues with this.
I can't imagine what they are or that they might coincide with the same ones that I have.
First and foremost, that's just a dumb thing to tweet. Yeah. There's no
You're
upside to
subtweeting a kid.
You are a
child.
You're a grown-ass man
Subtweeting a child.
subtweeting a child. Okay? That's one thing. The other thing is something that I've railed against before, is the idea of like a generation thing. Mm-hmm. In theory, I suppose I'm a millennial, okay? And let me tell you, as a millennial, we have been dragged through the mud a lot, okay? Right now, this is the time in the baby boomers' life where they're scared because they don't run the world anymore and they're about to die. And so they've decided to crap on the next generation. And the whole thing is, oh, they're all about me. It's a selfish generation. Stuff like that. I'm sorry. I was working till 2:30 in the morning last night. And guess what I'm going to be doing tomorrow night? Working till 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I hate that idea. That's a
even
large
have a real job. Okay.
That's a larger thing that we can get into maybe tomorrow on Off Topic Friday. But the generational thing drives me nuts. Of older people talking down to this next generation, it drives me nuts. So Aaron Moorhead decides to make a run at a child, and then he's tweeting out, he's like, hashtag, or he's like writing lots of tough typers out there, stuff like that. He was basically not backing down.
Yeah.
Well, feel like now he might be backing down.
Just a bit.
Because
what happened next?
Actions have consequences.
Yeah.
Aaron Moorhead, and you've just learned that. Here's a tweet from Manny Netherly. Manny Netherly, the Crosby wide receiver, who's super good.
Yeah.
Super good.
Big get for A&M.
Really big get. Yeah, I mean, if you look at the wide receivers they have on campus, if you're like, who's the next generation of those wide receivers? Who's the next Ricky Seals-Jones or Christian? Who's going to be the next Christian Kirk or anybody like that? You look at Manny Netherly, you go, that guy could be a number one receiver for A&M.
And also, by the way, coached by a bunch of really great stand-up guys at Crosby. Mm-hmm. Like guys that A&M would love to have on their coaching staff.
Guys who go to the mat for them. You know, guys who do the right things. So Manny Netherly, a Texas A&M commit, tweets, or he does the thing where he screenshots. He wants the
notes.
Long tweet. So he screenshots. Last night, this is at 12:02 a.m. After tonight, I see what kind of person my, quote, future coach, end quote, is, and I myself don't want to play for somebody like that. So without further ado, I would like to announce that I am decommitting from Texas A&M. Listen, Aaron Moorhead. And Aaron Moorhead has since... oh, by the way, Netherly went on to retweet a bunch of negative things about this from Good Bill Hunting. Good Bill Hunting, the outstanding A&M blog on SB Nation. Netherly went on to retweet a bunch of negative things about Texas A&M, along with negative Aggie fan reactions. He's not the only recruit who took exception to Moorhead's tweet, as Ty John Lindsay later tweeted. I would like to say that thank you to Texas A&M fans, but due to some tweets subtweeted towards my brother, I will no longer be looking at A&M.
Oh, boy.
Listen, man. And Aaron Moorhead later went on, I believe this was this morning.
Apologize.
He did the same thing where he wrote in the notes and he screenshotted it, which, by the way, charge your phone, Aaron Moorhead. Yeah. Last night I made some impromptu comments on social media out of frustration and out of true love for Texas A&M football. I want to apologize to all of the young men in high school who work so hard to achieve their dreams of playing college football, and I wish them all well wherever they end up. I also want to apologize to Coach Sumlin and the Aggie family for not representing our university the right way. I need to do better, and I will. So we've talked about how Kevin Sumlin is among the new generation of coaches, that he's very active on social media, and he's a good guy on Twitter and stuff like that. He understands the power of social media.
He's very sharp.
Kevin Sumlin's super sharp when it comes to social media. How quickly do you think that Kevin Sumlin was in Aaron Moorhead's ear after all this?
I think we can basically assume there were about, what was it? The rant was about 20 minutes long. If you look at the timeline of his, like, I would guess it's only stopped because Kevin Sumlin called
and said, "You need to put your phone down right now."
Right meow.
It's there. You can see it. We have the roundup up today, right?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. I will.
We'll have it in the roundup. You can read all the tweets
and all the
that.
Fallout stories
But
that go with it.
It just goes to show an age-old lesson that Aaron Malinowski first came up with. Did I say Eric Malinowski?
Eric.
I think I said Aaron. Eric Malinowski once came up with: never tweet.
Never tweet.
Never tweet.
Never.
There's no upside ever to tweeting.
There's never an upside.
No, the idea of tweeting is such a bad one that there's just no reason to ever do it. And I think Aaron Moorhead learned that the hard way. And I'll tell you, I mean, I don't know if this will have a long-term effect on A&M recruiting, but if this is the tiebreaker for a lot of things, like A&M after this last recruiting class, which was fine, they need to start winning some tiebreakers. And if this is a tiebreaker, it's not going for them. So that is the latest Twitter drama from Texas A&M and from everything. Man, it's boy howdy.
Yeah.
Never tweet.